Hey folks, and welcome to part 6 of Drill Dozer. And in this part we're finally heading off to area 3 and we're going into Kuru Ruins, if I'm even saying that right. Last part we pretty much got our diamond back, but we didn't get the right one. We got a yellow diamond instead of the red diamond, so we decided to keep on to the yellow diamond until we pretty much find our diamond. And in this part we're going to the ruins because we heard another diamond was there, so we're gonna go and check that out and to see what's up with that. And these ruins, oh man, just think of like Indiana Jones. Like if you ever seen an Indiana Jones movie before, expect what you're gonna expect here. Yeah, creepy trees, jungles, all that stuff this guy is pretty much explaining about. And we're doing all of this because we heard of something of a rumor that a diamond was gonna be here within these ruins. So pretty much that's the only reason why we're here. And there's plenty of traps and monsters here to pretty much diverge us of what we need to be doing. So pretty much expect all of that to be here. You know, they got monsters, and by monsters it's like mummies and all that good stuff. So we're gonna be able to see that. See, there's the mummies right now. And the annoying thing about these guys is that they're not annoying right now because they're pretty much just trying to introduce us to these guys. But they do get their moments where they spew out poisonous gas, and you want to stay away from that. I'll show you an example of what I mean when we eventually get to it. So right now we just outside of the main ruins where we need to go, so we're just in the outside area. And now we're about to actually go inside the, I guess this is a pyramid, but it said ruins, but watch out for that. That thing hurts. But yeah, we're inside the ruins. Like, I was there for a moment stunned, like what the heck just happened? Like, did I just really fall for that? But yeah, every time you hit these guys you run into that gas. But if you have invincibility frames, then you should be okay just going through it, if you already got hit, that is. But yeah, this guy is freaking out, Grutch. He's freaking out because he's not sure, he's worried about his boss. But we'll be alright inside this ruins, even though it looks more like, kind of a temple area than ruins. But then again, it's all one and the same. So this area right here, it wasn't too bad, playing it the first time. It's actually, you get introduced to something that's pretty cool and unique. So we're gonna have a blast with that whenever we get to it. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out where the heck was the second gear at, because we can't get through that branch without having a second gear to mess with. So here it is over here, in case you was wondering, where to find the second gear. Remember I told you that in some parts, like a couple of parts ago, that some parts of the area is going to be confusing because the gear is kind of hidden. And I also told you folks that, sometimes when you're playing through, you'll just be able to find your gears right away, but then sometimes, they're kind of hidden away. But if you just keep looking around, you'll be able to find your gear so you can move on. Because I saw a playthrough. I just saw the thumbnail for it, and this thing right here is confusing. To stop it, just stay kind of like in the middle and you'll be okay. But anyway, I saw a playthrough and it says upgradeless run. So I wasn't really sure what that meant. I didn't really see the playthrough. I just saw like the thumbnail for it. So, I was a little curious, but I wasn't that curious enough to actually watch the video, which I should have. But yeah, these boulders are freaking annoying. If you don't stop them, completely, they're just gonna eat away at your health like they're pretty much just doing me. So yeah, just be patient. If you're good at patience, that's another thing that's gonna help you with this game. And if you're not, kind of like me, you're gonna have a tough time enjoying this game. It's just patience is always a virtue, regardless what you're doing, and I'm slowly kind of learning that throughout life and in video games. So Yeah. You just gotta have that patience, and with that I think you'll be okay. And that's just something I should have been practicing along with this game a long time ago. But you know, I still have to practice that virtue. But anyway, yeah, what's with the fish on the wall? That's kind of weird. But yeah, these little ghost things, they kind of scared the crap out of me when I was first introduced to them. But if you know, just move out of their way, you know, if you drill into them, they'll burst into flames. And if you move far away from the flames, then you'll be okay as far as like dodging, you know, their attacks. So I guess that's like their last resort on what to do. And like if you paid attention to the first one that I ran into, that thing made a vicious face before running into, like before drilling it. So yeah, don't let them fool you. They are, yeah, you want to get rid of them as soon as you can, because not only that, they're gonna follow you until you know you have to attack them. So yeah, don't show no mercy with those things. You see, like that right there. See how creepy that is? Oh man, and that one just came out of nowhere. So yeah, that one had the face of just someone who wanted to destroy the vicious ghost. But yeah, they might look cute to somebody, like the boos, for instance. Like the boos are getting creepier with each Mario game. Um, they scared the crap out of me in Mario Brothers 3. Then they got a little goofy in Mario World. Then Super Mario 64, they was just laughable. And well, they was in Super Mario World 2. Can't forget that. But they didn't really look all. Well, they kind of looked creepy, but that was because of the game's overall kind of art style. Which I'm not saying Yoshi Island 2 has a bad art style. Heck no. That game is gorgeous looking. I can't deny that. But those boos within that game, what the heck happened? But basically he's telling us that we there's a gap underneath us, and but as long as we drill, we can get across the gap with continuous drilling. So you'll see what I mean here in just a second. See there? I'm just holding down the drill button, and I'm holding right, and you do that basically for the win, so you won't fall into the gap. So yeah, there's bottomless pits here. So you have to be careful. Some of them are pretty much avoidable, just like I did that. So you're not going to be falling into any bottomless pit soon unless you do that on your own, because, you know. But anyway, yeah, pretty much moving along here. I'm just going to go on a tangent because there's nothing interesting going on for quite some time. I'm just digging through stuff and whatnot. So just to go on a bit of a tangent here, the game I'm planning on doing next has been something, you know, I don't really keep that much of surprises from you folks, so the game I'm trying to play for you folks next is gonna be kind of a classic game that I grew up with. If I could get the recording right. As of now, I haven't started the recording yet at the time of this recording. So it might be a while before I actually, you know, want to talk any more information on it. So all I can pretty much say is just stay tuned to the channel. I'm trying to pretty much just give you folks, you know, a diversity of just playthroughs and stuff like that. Hopefully I can get the co-host with the most to play an interesting game that I've been, you know, a game that I've been interested in, which is I forgot the name of it. What was it? It's a shooter. It's kind of like Contra. We tried to record WoW Guns for the SNES, but that didn't turn out, you know, in our favor because D kept dying a lot. I mean, when I say die a lot, this guy was dying continuously over and over again. I was doing pretty good, but yeah, I don't think shooters is his thing. I'm not so sure. He's good at other stuff, but I think he absolutely blows when it comes to shooters, compared to me anyway. So yeah, it was like a run and gun shooter game for the SNES, and it was another one we was playing where he was doing a little better than me. What was it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Oh, the name of the game was Sunset Riders. Yeah, so I'm going to see if the co-host with the most want to play that game again. I did find some cheats for it, so maybe we'll be able to, beat that this time. Oh, this part right here, this part made me pretty much just rage so many times. Pretty much this is a time section. So what do you have to do is just drill through these unnecessary, blocks. But there are spikes coming up from the floor, so you have to do it in that amount of time. If you get hit by the spikes, it's not a game over. You're gonna just lose some health, but you have to start over again. So that's why I say it's like time. So if you mess up at any part, and if you wasted enough time, that's why I'm not even going for those right there, because I had previously started over numerous times and I was just fed up at this point, so I didn't want to, take time to actually go through it again if I had to. So yeah, but yeah, Sunset Riders is the game called. If you folks haven't played that game is freaking fun. It's basically Western shooters. Hopefully I'll be able to get to that game soon with the co-host with the most, and we'll be able to provide like a fun playthrough for you guys. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And if I don't do it with the co-host with the most, then I'll do it solo. But I rather just have somebody else to play with that game. So like I stated before, we did a test run with that game as well. We didn't get that far, but with the cheats and stuff like that, hopefully we'll be able to make it further within the game. So that'll be pretty interesting to pretty much go through. We just test played a bunch of just numerous fun SNES games. So hopefully we'll be able to find an easy one to pretty much progress with. Have you first heard of I'm pretty sure you have. What is that game name? I told you folks, my memory is horrible. Pocky and Rocky, I think that's the name of the game. And yeah, we test played that game. Like, I didn't even make it past the first level with that. That game's hard, folks. It really is. It's like a shooter, if you want like a top-down shooter. So yeah, if you're interested in that, I recommend checking out Pocky and Rocky, and grab a buddy with that game, because it just makes it like 3 times as much fun as it is. So as long as you got someone to play with, then you'll be alright. But yeah, Pocky and Rocky's difficult game. And this part right here had me pretty much die numerous times, but you folks are not doing that. I'm seeing that because, who wants to see a death montage? Unless it was pretty funny. But pretty much, yeah, those editing skills to the test. And it's crazy because just about, I say, 7 years since I've been on YouTube, and my editing skills started off as crap, but then it eventually got better and better as I learned techniques. So, as long as you like put forth in your efforts and stuff, like your techniques, like editing and stuff like that, is gonna get better and better. And it's been 7 years for me on YouTube. This is my second channel. My first channel is Instrumental King 21. Started off playing Mugen games, just doing everything I can with that channel. The only reason I really joined YouTube back then is because they had the age restriction videos, and I couldn't watch certain stuff because of that. And no, it wasn't porn related, because YouTube don't have porn. Or at least I'm not aware of that YouTube has porn. I'm not about to look that up and find out if they do. So if YouTube has it, first of all, wow, that has to be on the dark side of YouTube, because YouTube does have its weird side. So yeah, if YouTube has porn, then that's something completely new to me. I know they have the not safe for work videos, which is like borderline porn, but oh, why am I talking about this? But anyway, just to change subjects real quick, this boss right here is pretty easy. All you do is drill into it, and then you drill into its core. So you drill into the balls that's changing from smooth to spiky, and when it's smooth you can drill into it. You're just giving yourself enough height to drill into the core, which weakens the boss. So do that a couple of times and the boss will be defeated. But not only that, like, this thing changes, like, and what I mean from changes, like, it changes from smooth to spiky rather quickly the more you damage the core of this thing. So yeah, and it does attacks like that to defend itself, so just be careful and you will be okay with this thing. To be honest, when I first saw this thing, I was like, where the hell did this thing come from? And what's up with that blue glowing light? Well, you're going to see this light again, so, you know, but that's just for a whole nother thing. So yeah, I just call it for now the core of this thing. Essentially that's what it is, just the core, and you're attacking it. So yeah, but just to go off of the Sunset Riders thing, just to get back to that. So yeah, stated before, hope that I'll talk to the co-host with the most sometime this week at the time of this recording. Hopefully if he's not too busy, because you know the guy does have his own life and so do I, but I just have a little more available time than he does. This guy, he does all sorts of like extra, you know, stuff that I'm not gonna get into because you know that's the guy's business, but he does a lot more extra stuff than I do, so you know, kudos to him. And yeah, so whenever his schedule's freed up, hopefully we'll be able to make arrangements sometime this month, and we'll be able to, you know, get that out for you guys so you guys can pretty much enjoy that playthrough. Actually, with these cheat codes, I'm looking forward to playing the game now. And this is Sunset Riders, but the sad thing is, like, Wild Guns, which is another good game that I talked about briefly, that doesn't have that many cheat codes to ride up on, so I might be doing just a solo playthrough of that game. So yeah, that's going to be a time and a half on that one too. But with that, the stage is clear. We saw that orb pretty much just went away, so what the heck was up with that? I don't know. So actually I do know, I'm just stating that, you know, for you guys. But anyway, yeah, we're back here at the, yeah, what was on Earth was that crazy shiny spear. It looked like some kind of weird energy. That's because it is, my boy. But anyway, folks, I'll check you out on part 7. You folks have a great day and take care.